Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart 84, and I'm featuring in this video today, before they come into winter storage, my two specimen Syzygiums that I've had for quite some years now. The one on the right is Syzygium Cumini, Jamun or Jambalan. This was bought originally as a small seedling, just so it's a seed grown plant. It was probably about 6 inches tall when I got it. They're both about 5 feet tall now, including the pots. I did repot it this year. Hasn't actually grown much over summer, which is a bit of a surprise because normally this one's very vigorous. I mean, it has put on about 6 inches, but you know, previously it's put on sort of a foot or two, and I did repot it, so I'm not quite sure what the issue is. Obviously no signs of flowers yet, and it may be many years if I can keep it alive before it decides to throw some flowers out. Now the one next to it is my S.Jambos or Roseapple. Now this is the one that produces the sort of white cream to yellow coloured oval fruit, which I've never actually tasted. Now this originally came from Cumini several years ago. It's certainly not a grafted plant. I would believe that they're Syzygiums or their rose apples are propagated via cuttings, possibly air layers, but I would think cuttings more likely because they're not actually that hard to strike. Get to root as cuttings. However, I must have had it for 5 or 6 years, and I thought by now, if it was a cutting or air layer grown plant, that it might have produced some flower buds for me. I thought this was going to be the year, and obviously there's been no sign of anything. However, it has grown this summer and it looks extremely healthy. Obviously the challenge is to keep it healthy over winter, see what happens next year. It's getting a little bit large to get into the kitchen, so I may well prune it back in the spring, which may or may not help flowering, but it should allow me to take some cuttings on it, because I'm sure there's a few people who would like to buy Syzygium Jambos or Roseapple, even though this hasn't flowered or fruited yet for me, so I can't confirm that it's a flowering age plant. I did try to graft a stem of a wax apple onto it a month or so back. Wrong time of year to do it, and the plant's not actively growing, so I think, to be honest, that's going to be a fail. But obviously I'll leave it on there, because if the stem is still connected to the main plant, of course it might not shoot out until the spring. But I thought I'd do a video on both the Syzygiums together for people that are interested. Got to go and find some plastic trays to stand them in before I move them into the kitchen. But obviously what I'm going to do is spray both of these, because they are a bit prone to particularly scale insects, and although I can't see any on it at the moment, they get thrips as well, but that will come later in winter. I can't see any scale insects, but of course they can be hidden away, so I think it might be wise to spray them before they come inside. There you are, you see there's one there, so they have got some scale on, so I'll definitely give it a spray, see if I can eliminate the scale insects before they come inside. So that's Syzygium Jambos on the left, Syzygium Cumini on the right, and obviously if I can keep them healthy over winter, we will see what happens with them next summer. Thanks for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up. You can share it, of course. Please subscribe to my channel even, and remember, you've got to click on the bell if you want to know when new videos come out. See you all soon. Brett out for now.